Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome to the first bonus episode for DreadOut. Today we're going to head back into the village before we head into the school, as there are some spirits and things to see around the town.
Shouldn't we be catching up to them?
In time, Ira. In time. So, first thing I do, turn on our flashlight, because again, it is really goddamn dark. There are no stars, but there is a moon. Let me try to navigate my way out of here. It's actually really hard to get around the town, because while the school is just as dark, the school has walls to catch your flashlight. Out here, your flashlight just kind of goes into the black void because there's so much open space. So first, let's head back to that monument where we found the soldier's medallion, which was this way, if I remember correctly. Oh, jeez. I just got real turned around. This is a note that I actually missed on the way here. So they thought students were committing suicide at the high school, but turns out they were probably being murdered. Okay. This should be where the monument is. Just ignore these lights in the sky. These aliens. Alright, here we go. So, these ghosts would not appear unless we collected all 3 medallions. There are 3 of them, 1 for each of the medallions. And these are, of course, the same ghosts we fought earlier in the prologue. They're not too tough, though. They do take a lot of pictures to kill. But they have no special weak point to worry about. You really just need to snap a picture and then back off. Alright, that's 1 down. Where was the last one? Or did I actually kill him without noticing? I thought he was hanging out behind the monument. No, I guess I must have finished all of them off. But yeah, these UFOs, or whatever they are, don't actually do anything. They're just there for an achievement, if you snap a picture of them. There are a lot of achievements in this game for snapping pictures of things, as you might expect in a game where you pretty much do nothing but snap pictures. Oh, there goes the music. So we got our first Ghostopedia entry, which is under Files. This is the pocong that Ira was joking about. Which some people might recognize as the also traditional Chinese hopping ghost that you see in some things like sleepy dogs. Sorry, sleeping dogs, but I constantly refer to it as sleepy dogs now. Alright, so that's our first thing to do in the nightlife of this town. But it's not the only thing. There are some other ghosts spooking about. Gotta head all the way back to the entryway. That's a familiar laugh. No, it's you again. She's still not particularly tough. But this time we'll actually finish her off. I mean, her thing is pretty simple. You take a picture of her, it stuns her, and then she teleports away, and you just have to wait till she teleports somewhere else. Don't go up there. I can't take a picture of you from that far away. I don't have a zoom on this camera. She's nice enough to announce what direction she's coming from with her silly laughter. Thus, she is de-digitized by our camera. So what's the identity of our mysterious attacker? It is the Kuntilanak, which is probably not at all how you pronounce it, but I can only do so much. You might notice a trend of fairly grim circumstances that lead to the creation of these kinds of ghosts. You hear that? That is the sound of one of the most annoying ghosts in the game to actually take a picture of. But essentially, we just need to stand here in the road until we hear a motorcycle and hope that we're facing the right direction when it shows up, because you have about 3 seconds to take a picture before he runs into you. And it can take so long to appear, you might have think that you've gotten to a point where it doesn't appear anymore. I know you're there. I know that as soon as I put my camera down and start running, he's going to show up and run me down. He's a big jerk. He escaped me this time, but I'll get you eventually. Well, we saw him that time, but he wasn't in snapping range. finally brought him down. That is one of the most annoying ghosts in the entire game to snap a picture of. And you can see it's just another pocong. Somehow I get the feeling that pocong on motorcycle is not a specific Indonesian spirit. Alright, so that's mostly what we can do in the town at night. There is one more thing, however. Let's go back to the car. Assuming I'm going the right way, I actually find it really hard to tell where I'm going. Alright, here's the dark mountain path. That's probably pretty dangerous at night because of the sheer drop on one side. But the car was somewhere back here, right? Well, it looks like we're not going back to the car anytime soon. I will admit this thing is actually pretty creepy. Especially because it just kind of sits there. He doesn't actually just sit there. So he did smack us into limbo, but we did get his Ghostopedia entry. Oh, I guess you can't open that when you're in limbo. And see, our run is getting a little bit longer because I died in the prologue. So the thing that just messed us up is a young Genderuwo. There's no way I can say that correctly. And this giant monster is a young version. Let's hope we never meet a mature Genderuwo. Alright. So that's pretty much it for the stuff you can see in the town at night. There was supposed to be like a free roam mode where you could fight ghosts throughout the town, and not just, you know, the couple we saw. But it seems like it was eventually canned. Anyhow, I've been Shadefire, and this was the bonus Night on the Town episode of DreadOut's LP. And next time we'll actually continue into the school proper and, you know, see what happened to our friends. Until then, I've been Shadefire, and I'll get run over by a motorcycle repeatedly with you again next time. Except not really, because we never have to do that again. Take care, folks.